starch up here.
Well, England's second on the table. The United States are 8 at the moment. If we look at the head-to-heads, 26-5. They last met in Hong Kong last year in the plate final. England winning 19-0 on that occasion. And Danny Barrett has been in terrific form, having scored 4 tries on day one. Perry Baker has been heavily marked and given the ball in space. Will be a delight to this boisterous crowd. And two to watch there highlighted. Dan Norton for England and Perry Baker. And as a former finisher with 113 tries, Carlton Hunter, these two players who are in sensational form.
Yeah, both of them indeed. Perry Baker's had to take a back seat and introduce himself in different ways during this tournament. I think this is going to be a standout performance. This is where he comes out best. He's so integral at kick-off. They used him there a lot, but Danny Barrett there, second in row, he's going to be the one up the middle of the park. Josefo's going to be outstanding, but Perry Baker, look for him to be the threat on the outside.
Let's go!
And listen to the crowd as Madison Hughes leads out Team USA. And there is the 24-year-old Madison Hughes, Danny Barrett alongside him, up against a lot of the members from the Olympic silver medalist. There is Perry Baker, what an impact he will have in this game. And there Tom Mitchell just saying, take the crowd out of the game by making sure we score first.
Well, this is what galvanises you when you come into an arena like this. Everyone's baying for blood. They want you to lose. And sometimes, I know I've been there, there's something that really tightens you in, and that's what you want to do. All-important first score to get the second one, and they take the crowd right out of it.
There is New Zealander R. Kelly, 161st match in the World Rugby 7 Series. Richard Kelly, one of the best in the business. The winner will play New Zealand in the Cup later on today. The loser to face Argentina. It's as simple as that. Well, neither of those two countries you'd want to play later on, but nonetheless you'd want to win your pool. There is James Rodwell and Niua. Big frame of Folau, Niua, Konecki. We're underway. And this is the final pool match for these two proud nations. In possession first is England. Into the contact goes Charlie Hayter. Good tackle coming in from Andrew Duratolo. Straight and off their feet. And this is just what Team USA would have wanted.
Yeah, with the wind behind him, the kick just going in. At the back of the pod, the jumping pod of this English team, straight away they're on their back foot. And this is smart play to slow it up. We'll go to Niua and Madison in the midfield to set up something.
Now they're all stacked out to the right. Team USA, Barrett runs out there and they stay there. Niua drops it to Hughes. Madison Hughes looking to go direct and straight here, and that's a lovely offload. Josefo's in! Team USA score first.
And the ball plays in the middle of the park with the one. Folau Niua switches back with Madison Hughes. And out the back door, Niua keeps in there. The dummy to go to the left-hand side just pops around, and this guy here really is becoming a very, very good player in the centre, Martin Josefo.
Well, he gets the ball and goes straight down Las Vegas Boulevard, straight up the middle, Main Street. Martin Josefo opens the account. The conversion unsuccessful. His third try here in Las Vegas for the weekend. And that has brought this very boisterous crowd to their feet.
That'll settle down this USA team. Sometimes just got to control the motions very hard. You've got everyone cheering for you. What a great start by the US. Terrible for the English team, but they're still good enough to come back. Don't worry about that.
There's plenty of class in this English team. Number of players involved in Rio de Janeiro last year at the Olympics, and that's bounced. And now all sorts of trouble here for England. Mitchell gets around. Perry Baker will bring him down and look to try and get the turnover. Baker goes in digging again. The referee says it was formed. You can't have a second lick.
Geez, that's a huge mistake again from the kickoff. You can see there Simon Amor literally on the edge of his seats. He knows they need to clean that option up. Good kickoff. Mitch comes around and cleans up the rubbish, and good cover there by Perry Baker.
England into the breeze, remember, in the first 7 minutes. It's quite significant as well. So now Bibby takes it to the line and just drops it off to Konecki, not afraid to go into the contact. Duratalo makes the tackle, and now the defence from The Americans drifts across, little ball there to Hayter. He's hitting the tackle from Josefo. Says welcome to Sam Boyd Stadium for the afternoon. Now the ball is out. Duratalo helps himself to it. Couple of mistakes here from the English team. Niua goes in to secure it. Mitchell can't play it. Barrett gets it out to Hughes. The grubber kick along the ground's been charged down. Hayter picks it up. Charlie Hayter. Forward roll. Now the offload. Hughes isn't offside, and so America have possession. Rodwell goes through the middle, kicks it. No problem seeing referee. Josefo now has it. Bibby through the side. High tempo. A lot of errors though, Carl.
Oh, very tough on both teams. You see a lot of hands on hips already, just showing the physicality of this match. Charlie Hayter got absolutely cut in half, but then he comes back and makes a nice break on this near side of the field. Nearly away, unfortunately, didn't go to hand for the England, and Madison Hughes, the captain, gets back and cleans it up.
Good. That headband is not holding the hair back at all of Flau-Niua.
Oh, I love the throw. Got a bit of swag, this Flau-Niua. Great to see him back in this USA team. Donald Trump, he even likes it.
It's great to see that the president's here. Looking to make sevens great again. Here's Flau-Niua. They get it out wide. Baker is the next man. Here we go. Off to the races. Baker burns Norton. Two thoroughbreds. Perry Baker scores the second.
Oh, yeah, he got some swagger, right? Perry Baker, come on. Oh, I love this. Gas on, gas. Martin Josefo, time into the pass was brilliant. Dan Norton had no way to pull him back. Hold on a little bit on the inside for Josefo. Oh, and go get you some Perry Baker.
90th try in his career. 10 away from becoming a Centurion, and that is not easy to do. There's the conversion from Hughes. This field is a little bit narrower, Caltanano, and what about the finish?
Well, Perry Baker has graduated to being a fully fledged sevens player. He's not learning anymore, he's teaching.
Catch our breath now, and this is a better restart. No, it's not. Danny Barrett almost caught the ball there. It's been lost forward, and kickoffs are a real issue here for the English team.
It is, Willie, exactly right. That's 3 kickoffs in a row that they had not got right. And the former English coach in charge of USA, Mike Friday, has got his team humming.
That's interesting because they've kicked out to the right. James Rodwell has been standing out on the right. They've kicked out to the left, and there you go. USA on top.
Yeah, the number one, you see why the English team have been stuck in their 22 for the majority of this half. There's only a minute 12 left in it. They have to get something out of here. They can't allow USA to score next.
Mitchell to feed. Bibby first receiver. Now they run the decoy runner. They give it back to the captain. He releases Norton. Norton now with some space. And now Norton showing his class. That's why he's the second best try scorer in the competition. Dan Norton responds.
Oh, there you go, coast to coast. Dan Norton, what you can do, Perry Baker, I can do as well. He does it in a different way. The chipper chase, which is so good at. A nice pass by the captain. You can see that 3-4 Americans come across. Dan Norton picks the right option, gets there, and you're right, Willie, the second best ever try scorer on the HSB 7 circuit, scores an important one.
3 behind Collins and Jeter's total of 240 now. And talk about responding in the best possible way. Tom Mitchell now looking to close it to a 5-point deficit into a really strong breeze. You can see it just going across.
No, I agree.
I just like the way that Dan Norton has finally found some confidence in these moments in years gone by. Probably would have pulled out, but you can see here the juices are just flowing for him at the moment. It is great to see the chipper chase, such a skill for a winger. That's a must for a guy on the edge. It pops up beautifully right there. He knows, yeah, we're back in this one. What a time to score just before the half.
They are back in this game now into referee's time. The restart, Baker looked like he got injured during that as well. So now Madison Hughes gets it and kicks it out, says let's just go to the break. Good first half of Sevens rugby. Team USA leading England by 12 points to 5, 2 tries to 1.
This is a nice one here by Perry Baker, the second for the USA. Smokestack Norton on the outside.
Oh, great one from the side.
And all the momentum was with USA. There it is. There's the craps throw. We are in Vegas. Just shaking the dice as Perry Baker.
This is a quick one. Got this, boys. Got this.
Second, right? Just listen in, Stevie. Let it kick off. Same process. We get the ball, we keep it. Nice and dominant in the contact areas. Play simple, effective, accurate rugby. Insert our physicality in the open channels we're in business, okay? We must work in our threes. We must support defensively. We get the big hit. If we don't get the turnover there, patience, shape. No chasing things. Hold the shape. Wait for the outside talent. They'll find us. And we'll be in a good place.
Hans, let's start a little bit deeper. We can work forward. The ball's going to come flying this way like it was for them. So let's just start a little deeper. We'll come forward. You get it?
Boys, another opportunity to start fast there. 7 minutes to dig in. USA on 3. 1, 2, 3. USA. Hey, put a name on that pitch.
Carl, you've been in those huddles many a times, both in front and behind. What's the key here for America to get the victory?
I think the thing is all about position. Seeing the late back end of that first half, they really did lose position because England came back, were able to score on their own half. It's going to come down to the physicality and those little moments, being accurate. Taking the kick-off is where England struggled. On this side, the USA are going to start from, so they have to get that really right, get it on point.
There is. Really have been in tremendous form. Tolo, that is Martin Iosefo, try scorer. All the Americans are up in the account. There's Tom Mitchell, the captain. Iosefo's had a good tournament this weekend. Tom Mitchell gets us underway for the second half, easily taken by Iosefo. The dummy from Iosefo tries to break the tackle of Bibby, then the offload to Giotolo. Barrett gets it quickly to his captain, now Newer. Here's Baker again, on the stump on the inside. Perry Baker thought about offloading but held on to it. Good tackle there coming in from McConaughey. Barrett in at halfback, Hughes. The Americans will want to try and score first. Giotalo with a lovely pass out to Iosefo. Iosefo up on Davis. Davis comes at him. Wow, that was American football style pass.
Yeah, it's been
He just hesitated a little bit, did Martin Iosefo. Tried to use a little bit of footwork, didn't go on the outside, didn't go on the inside. Davis did extremely well in defence there. Tried to throw it out and get Thomason right in the head.
Oh, sorry. 11 blue, 10 white.
Good defence from England. It's amazing too here, Willie, that the big guys have been the ones for both teams to really stamp their mark on this game, but it's been the fast men such as Dan Norton and Perry Baker have really come to the fore.
Well, Baker has been replaced. So he's on the bench. Maka Nufe now in jersey number 8.
Just in here. Excuse me.
Baker went off.
It's been a physical matchup, so
Two-man.
Maka Nufe will go
Time
to the
back
wing.
on.
Doesn't mean we have to sing the last of Perry Baker. He can come back on.
Rodwell, they normally go to. Here's Barrett. Big Barrett trying to throw the ball back to Thomason. Good defence there from Mitchell. He's blowing up as well, the captain.
These are the opportunities you have to take against this good English team. It was a bad throw by Tommy Mitchell. Great jump by Danny Barrett. It was the right option. Unfortunately, execution not there, and that's just a rush ahead. Sometimes it'd be better just set that up.
They go back or do they go forward? They steal it again. Neua out to Hughes. Hughes to Iosefo. Didn't claim it on the first take, but now
backwards.
Hughes again. Anufe has just come on the field. Some footwork to get rid of Norton, and then he does the pirouette. Then he goes ahead. Saw Rodwell there. The Americans have gone a long way back, but they've got possession of the ball as Danny Barrett set it. Anufe. Neua. Now to Giotalo, big long pass out to Iosefo, who controls the flanks, and now it's Hughes. Madison Hughes gets past Davis, just a sweeper, captain on captain. Hughes, that ball's drifted, falls it. Backwards says the referee, so play on. There is Madison Hughes, gets it to Neua. Now they've got players out wide. They needed to shift it there. Thomason comes in short, not out. Gets up and goes again. America on the attack, Giratalo. Niua, big tackle from Bibby. Had to be made, but he was offside. And the Americans get a penalty.
Oh, they had numbers to the left-hand side. You're right, Willie Thomason coming short. Giratalo gave him the ball. He needed to be missed, this guy, and there was no one marking on the left. This is a good read from Tom Mitchell. Dan Bibby, sorry, but it was before that. They were well offside. Just before this play. But the USA under extreme pressure, just rushing at the moment. Ball's going in behind. They went back 40 metres before they went forward. Just got to keep their head. Here he comes, Perry Baker. I'm sure he'll be back soon.
Oh, this is pool play. Now also, what are we in store for the Cup quarterfinals later on?
That's the thing though with this 3-day setup where you play 2 games a day, you know. They know they've got this very tough game the last day. There's still a lot on it, obviously wanting to make the quarterfinals.
Guys, the subs all right?
This is going to be a very, very tough place to defend for England midfield scrum.
That's why they're second on the table at the moment, England. Their defence is outstanding. 90% James Rodwell, who is here in his 74th event. Here we go. Tackle completion. Such a good side, England. Now they need to score USA.
Yeah, Dan Norton off as well, so that's another big one, this B-man. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players to the near side of the field, 1 to the left of Maka Anufe.
So Niua taps Anufe out to the left, and that's where they look to go. Yosepo couldn't hold it. Madison Hughes tidies up around the head, so they'll get the penalty. Anufe comes into play half. Big hit coming in from Davis. Just need to slow things down here, but they want to get on with it. Niua with the big pass out wide. Now it's strength, and it's determination to get over the line. And I think he's got there. What does the referee say? Yes, Ben Pinkelman gets the try.
Well, a big moment in this game for the USA. Ben Pinkelman back into this American setup. Lau Niua realises where the space is. He gets on the outside. Mitchell cannot stop him. Tries to wait for some help. And in the end, it's the strength. Look at the way that pass goes across. That's got 30 metres on the chest to Pinkelman. Shrugs off one, gets down low and puts it down.
We've got the class of Mike Friday to bring players on that have made an immediate impact. And Nufat been one coming on for Baker, and there Pinkelman.
Yeah, situational awareness too. He knew where they were in terms of field position. He knew they needed a strong man, and what a kick! Oh, just a bit short into that win.
That pass, and then that you can't coach. That is just pure determination, guts and effort, nothing else. And it's the thing that you dream about as a young man, watching sport on TV, thinking that you might get that opportunity. Ben Pinkelman has delivered. Still plenty of time left here for England though, and they're a quality side. Baker goes up, using that athleticism, and he has, Davis has the ball, and finally England gets some possession. And fighting is Waddleton, who plays half to Captain Mitchell. They look to come back towards the side where they were attacking. They've got some numbers here, England. Niua to make the tackle. Pinkelman tries to bring him to ground. Davis over the top quickly. In goes Lindsay Haig out to De Carpentier, and there's another mistake from England. Thought it came off his hands, but it was off the foot. No problem.
Onside!
Here come England. Patient build up. Lindsay Haig out to Davis. He's big and strong, Davis. Pinkelman around the legs. Baker over the top, too high. I need to get on with this. Lindsay Haig knows it.
Yeah, they're using their big men now, Willie. That's the thing for me. Great cuts like that. Here they go.
De Carpentier. He's got the angle. He's got the fend, and he's got the try. So much class from Richard De Carpentier. 25th try in his career. England come back.
Yeah, great composure by this English team. You see there, Lindsay Haig with a little step, and De Carpentier, no one up the middle of the park. They get exposed. Thomason comes across late, but he was never going to stop the bigger man, De Carpentier. But this guy's made an immediate impact since he's come on. Oliver Lindsay Haig.